Hey everyone! In this video I'll be showing you a simple macro to randomize a list in Excel. In this example we will be randomizing a list of 20 students, but this could be useful for a variety of applications. First step will be to click on the View tab and then on Macros. We will be creating a new macro, so go ahead and type in a name for it. I'll call mine Randomize. Click on Create, and the Visual Basic Editor comes up with our subroutine called Randomize. Now the code is in the description, so feel free to stop watching, copy the code, and tweak it and work on your own thing, or stick around for a line-by-line explanation of how the code works. Okay, so now let's go through the code line by line and I'll show you how it works. So first we define the variables. Last row and x are both integers. Last row will find the last row in column A, and you'll see that when we get to that line. And x keeps track of the current row that the macro is working on as it runs, which you'll see below in just a second. Application.ScreenUpdating equals false makes it so the user can't see the macro running as it is running. The user only sees before and after the macro runs, and it just gives it a smoother look. Here's where we find the last row. So it looks at column A from the bottom row up until it finds data, and it will show us that the data ends at row 20. So once we run that line, we can see that last row equals 20, and that's going to help the code be dynamic. So if there were 5 students, 2 students, 50 students, it doesn't matter, it's going to find that last row, and you'll see where that'll come into play here below. Next line inserts a column. This is going to be a helper column to the left of our data, so it's going to move our data over to column B and insert a line, or excuse me, a column to the left of it. So there it goes. The next 3 lines are a for next loop. So it's going to loop through row 1 down to our last row, which is row 20. And it's going to fill in a formula in each of those rows, in each of those cells in column A, that's going to put a random number between 1 and 1000 in that cell. So here we go, we'll start the loop. And you'll notice that every time a new number is put in, all of the numbers change, and that's because of the way Excel calculates each time. So it calculates, and it's just putting a new random number in each. And once we've made our way down to 20, so you'll see x equals 20, which is our last row. So it's going to break the loop at that point and move on to the next line. The next line is what does the sorting. So this will take column A, it's going to look at column A and sort all of the data in columns A and B based on the numbers in column A, which are all random. So all the lowest number in column A is going to end up at the top, and the highest number at the bottom. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see that because as soon as we sort it, the Excel is going to calculate again, and all the numbers will again be random. But you will see all of the students will be randomly sorted once we run the code. So take a look. And so there, all the students have been randomly sorted. And now we're going to, with the next line, delete the data in column A. Actually, we'll delete the whole column, which moves our data back into column A where it used to be. And then we're going to update the screen again so that the user can see the new data. So that's how it looks going line by line. If we run it continuously, you'll see that because of the screen updating lines, you cannot see the random numbers ever. It's just going to, it looks seamless because of that. So that's why I like that. And that's it. You can see that you can keep running the code and it will keep randomly sorting all of the students. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video or if you found it useful, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear it in the comments.